was in London, I handled all his contract side, but now he's moved his head office up to Yorkshire.
I'm not discussing the contract side.
I'm only making the point, Henry, the arrangement was one of convenience.
Oh, I'm sure it is perfectly convenient for him to hide behind the respectability of my name.
Now, aren't you being a little over-delicate?
Where my reputation's concerned.
I'll come up to that meeting. I'll drive up tonight.
Thank you, David. In view of the fact that he was your client, I think it's the least you can do. I'll expect you in the office tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock.
Bye, Henry.
Getting squeamish about Trevor Marshall's modern business methods.
He's behaving as if he's about to take holy orders.
Yes, Mr. Maine.
Any news from Higgs Baltic about my car insurance?
Not yet, I'm afraid.
Get them on the line, will you?
David, don't you think going up there will only make matters worse?
Henry Castleton can't afford to sermonize us out of £10,000 worth of business.
Yes? Put him through, please. Higgs Bolting. It's Jack Summers.
Yes, Jack. But that's ridiculous. I told you I was taking delivery this afternoon. What's the problem? Well, of course they classified it as a sports car. Well, in that case, go somewhere else. Well, tomorrow morning... All right, but I want it sorted first thing. Bloody idle, Jack.
If you were thinking of venting your frustrations behind the wheel, I'm glad you're going by train.
My frustrations need venting, not bottling up.
But if you can't use the car...
I've got third-party cover and passengers.
Oh?
That's just a thought. Be a nice drive. We get dinner on the way up.
I'm sorry. My dinner's already ordered at Jimino's.
Can't you alter it?
I don't want to.
In that case, you can take care of this for me. Morgan Benting probate. I need a corrective affidavit.
Thank you.
Oh, Peter will help you if you get in any difficulty.
Drive carefully.
And bless her for asking for the young generation and...
You were the only Arab writer at the party.
Even there, I misled you, Miss Courtney.
Didn't you say your home was in Jordan?
I meant I'm not really a writer. Before I left Jordan, I did some journalism, but nothing serious. And since then...
What exactly are you trying to say, Mr. Narchi?
What must be in your mind as well? It isn't only for your delightful company that I asked you to dinner. You work for one of the best-known lawyers in London.
What's the problem?
In the first place, to get someone to take me seriously.
And that's difficult.
Since I came to London over 2 years now, I've been to see a dozen lawyers. They all tell me I'm wasting my time. Yet what I'm asking is very simple. To get back something that was stolen from me.
Then it can't be that simple. Cheers.
Have you ever heard of the Dead Sea Scrolls?
Yes.
You know how they were found? Mostly by Bedouins wandering in the desert. The first finds were quite accidental, but once their value was realized, the Bedouins started hunting under every rock and cactus tree.
It's a better business than smuggling hashish.
Please, would you like to order dinner?
No, that can wait. Do go on.
Over the years, a network of dealers has grown up.
And you were one of them?
My brother was. He lived in Jericho. About 3 years ago, he received a scroll which he saw at once was of very special value. For years, scholars had hinted at its existence, but no one had dared hope it would come to light. Then in June of that year, it was in 67, my brother was killed and the scroll stolen.
The year of the Six-Day War?
My brother's death was nothing to do with war or politics. The man who killed him was an Englishman. His name is Lois.
Do you want to bring a private prosecution for murder?
What would be the point? My brother is dead. It wouldn't bring him back.
Then what do you want?
The scroll. It was my brother's. He was the head of family, a wife, 3 little girls. I do not want it for myself. I've seen Louis in this country and asked him for it. But he just laughs at me.
It's a pretty incredible story, Mr. Narji.
I have all the evidence here.
Excuse me, are you Miss Courtney?
Yes.
A telephone call for you. It's on the bar.
Excuse me. Hello?
Hello, Sarah. There's been a bit of an accident.
Oh, no, David. Are you all right? What happened?
All I saw was the side of this lorry give way, followed by about 50 drums of some foul-smelling industrial chemical. I was just sitting underneath it.
And the car? Oh, David, I'm sorry.
Not as sorry as they'll be when they get the bill for this lot. They're lucky no one was killed.
Can I do anything?
I need a car.
You're not still driving to Leeds. Now, look, tell me where you are. I'm afraid I have to leave you, Mr. Narji. Mr. Main has had an accident.
Oh.
He's all right, but his car's in a bad way, apparently. I said I'd go over.
Of course, I quite understand. Can I be of any help? My car is just round the corner.
No, that's all right. I'll take a taxi.
No, it would be a pleasure for me.
My God, David, you were lucky to get out of that.
Yeah, sorry to spoil your evening. All I really wanted you to do was to fix up a hire car. I rang Sydney, but he seems to be out.
You really can't drive to Leeds tonight.
I know how I feel.
Oh, David, this is Mr. Narji.
Mr. Main, if you'd like to use my car...
No, that's all right. Mr. Main really doesn't have to drive to Leeds tonight.
Sarah, I am perfectly all right.
You're bound to suffer from delayed shock reaction. Be sensible.
In that case, would you allow me to drive you?
No, it's quite out of the question.
Why? I'd be only too happy. It seems to be a perfect solution.
Well, it's very kind of you, but...
It's not kindness, it's a duty. Among my people, helping a traveler in difficulty is one of the oldest traditions.
There's nothing irregular about that loan.
Except that I negotiated it for him on terms that he now completely ignores.
He's putting the money to better use.
Different use. He misled me and the bankers.
Circumstances change.
Well, it's sharp practice, David. He knew what he was doing, and the way in which he involved me was quite unscrupulous. Whatever he says now. Yes, Margaret?
Oh, I just wanted to tell David that if he wants to catch that lunchtime train, he'd better get a move on, and he wanted to give me some details of the car crash.
Oh, you handling that for him?
Well, you know what they say, Father. If you act for yourself, you've got a fool for a client and a knave for a lawyer.
Mm. And what happens when you have a knave for a client? What happens then?
Oh, come, Henry, we're in the 70s. Marshall's a businessman. That doesn't make him a knave.
Nor does it make me a complete fool.
I think your father almost wishes my crash had been fatal.
I don't think that's very funny.
Well, maybe not killed them, but a couple of cracked ribs and a broken leg. Some little sign from heaven.
Well, they do say the devil looks after his own.
You won't need his help on this one.
Oh, when did you last handle an accident claim?
This one's open and shut. Case of negligence.
No question of contributory negligence on your part.
I was stationary, waiting at traffic lights, whiter than next year's detergent. 6 witnesses.
Damages?
I'll ring you when I've had a word with the garage. What's this?
Oh, Sarah left it this morning before she went back to London with her friend. Said you might like some light reading on the train.
Certainly, Mr. Harris. I'll have a word with Mr. Main as soon as he returns and come straight back to you.
Hello, sir.
Oh, Mr. Harris, he's just come in. Oh,
How'd the Morgan Benting thing go?
The Estate Duty Office have sent you some lovely questions on the share valuations, and the trustees have sworn the corrective affidavit.
Fees on that'll pay the rent for a while.
David, I'm sorry about last night.
You? Why?
Mr. Narji's a very persistent gentleman.
So I gather, but thank him and give him this back, will you?
Oh, you've read it. You've just seen that as the harm had been done.
What harm? Loved every word. Better than Ian Fleming.
Except that I think every word is true.
Well, in that case, don't just give it back to him. Forget everything about it. Otherwise, you're in for a great deal of trouble. I know the signs. A form of obsessive paranoia thrives on sympathy.
That's hardly fair.
Have you read it?
Yes, last night after we got there.
Surprised you had time.
Look, I know it's incredible, but what if it's true? What if this scroll is in England with this man, Lewis?
Forget it, Sarah.
Why can't he take a straight action against Lewis?
On what grounds?
Well, he's entitled to the scroll back, at least.
Is that what you told him?
I told him that you were the only one that could advise.
No, Sarah.
All right, David.
Do you really want to know why I wouldn't act in a case like this?
You've just told me he's an obsessive paranoiac.
Because it's the kindest thing to do.
Kindest?
Sit down. Now, what he's got there isn't a legal case. It's just his version of what happened. It would take months before we could even decide what the case was. And then we'd have to start building it up. That means witnesses. Well, where are they? For all I know, scattered all over the Middle East. We'd have to track them down, get statements, check those. A year would go by at least before we even got to the stage of briefing counsel. Another year before we get to court. And even then, there'd be no guarantee of success. We'd be condemning him to years of living on false hopes with all the mental strain involved, not to mention the expense. And that's what I mean by being kind.
Have this on, David.
No, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You're very kind. But Mr. Maine is no better than those other lawyers.
Not true. Mr. Narji. Oh, look, I can't keep on calling you that. What's your first name?
I have 5. Mohammed, Qasim, Sharawi, Mukrawa, Ali Naj.
Well, I shall call you Abdul. Have you thought of going back to Jordan?
Not till I've got what I came for.
I don't mean give up. Take all the evidence to your own police, and if your brother was murdered...
You don't understand. They are not interested. They have already decided what happened. The Israeli killed my brother and took the scroll. It's not true. But it makes good propaganda.
And the Israelis?
Why should they help me? They know nothing of my brother's death, and they want to keep it that way. It's war out there, and I'm just an embarrassment to both sides.
I wish there was something that I could suggest.
You have done enough. I must see Mr. Maine myself.
And if he tells you the same as he tells me?
I shall try to persuade him to change his mind. I need someone to tell me I have a case. It's necessary for my sanity. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do, but...
Yes, I know. It will be expensive. I've already put up my car for sale. He cannot refuse to see me. Professionally.
That's up to him.
Listen, Margaret. They are the owners of that lorry. That load was potentially dangerous. It fell off. That's prima facie negligence.
They say it isn't.
Then the issue is simple. Let the judge decide. Issue a writ.
Am I handling this case or you?
What are you suggesting?
I'm just warning you, David, that it's going to take time. There's a lot to be done before anyone can know who's liable. Well, the lorry's got to be taken to bits and tested for strains and stresses.
I have an appointment with Mr.
Oh,
Maine.
hello, Abdul. Mr. Maine's on the phone. He won't take very long. That means he's free now. This way. Mr. Narji.
Ah, come in, Mr. Narji. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Please sit down. Some people have very odd ideas about the law. They think if a wrong's been done, then they have a right to expect the law to rectify it.
Isn't that what the law is for?
Oh, it doesn't always work that way. I'll take my car smash. I'll get my money back, but before I do, I shall be involved in a lot of time-wasting, irritating, extremely wearing frustrations. Now, it's all right for me, it's my business. But if I happen to be, say, a man with a neurotic disposition, it could play havoc with my health. The law can't do anything about that.
But you'll get your money back.
Well, money is something very tangible. Like a car, it exists.
So that's my scroll.
I don't doubt that, but how'd you prove it to a court? How'd you have photographs, documentary evidence, expert witnesses who've seen it?
Louis has it. I know, it's all in my evidence. How we met my brother, how we showed him the scroll, how we talked about it.
He'll deny the whole thing.
Isn't that what law courts are for, to get the truth?
Tell me about him. Louis.
He was an oil engineer working with...
No, not past history. That's in your file. Now.
Now he lives in England.
Doing what?
Does a big job with chemical film.
How big?
Director of technical research.
Sounds very respectable.
Oh, he is. Plays golf every Sunday, but he's still a thief and a murderer.
Let me tell you something else about the law.
Please, will you stop lecturing me about your precious law? I know everything is against me, but there must be something I can do.
Here's what there is. But it's not something I'd recommend or even advise. It's also extremely risky, which is why you have to understand the legal position very clearly.
Just tell me what it is.
Publish your evidence as a book.
I don't understand.
It's simple. It would make very exciting reading. The train journey from Leeds never went so quickly. Shouldn't find it hard to place with a publisher.
But it would be...
Libelous? Yes.
And if I am sued?
That's the whole point.
Sir Mayor, I still don't understand.
Every lawyer in London has told you you haven't got a case.
Yes?
What do they say about Lewis's case? Nothing, because they've all looked at it from your point of view. But look at it from his. If you publicly accuse him of being a thief in a book in which his identity is obvious to anyone who knows him, he won't be able to do anything with that scroll until he's cleared his name. He'll have to sue you. And then the book becomes admissible in evidence. And you get what you want most, chance of a hearing in a court of law.
How do I start?
Find a publisher, thinly disguise Lewis, make him an archaeologist or something, and see what happens.
But you said it was risky.
If you can't prove what you say about Lewis to the hilt, the damages will be massive.
And if he doesn't sue?
Cry all the way to the bank with your profits from the book.
I see. Otherwise, I can do nothing?
Incidentally, if Lewis does sue, it'll prove one thing anyway, that the scroll does really exist.
Don't you believe that, Mr. Maine?
The important thing is that you do.
Have you given any thought yet to a reserve price? Provided, that is, my firm handles the sale for you.
Oh. Is there some doubt?
Well, there are the usual formalities to go through. We naturally wait for our own experts' investigations before reaching a final decision. That may take several months.
Naturally, yes. What would you suggest as a reserve?
Well, we thought something in the 50,000 region. It could, of course, go for much more.
Yes, well, that seems reasonable to me. Let's settle for £50,000.
They say the fixing device was cast strongly enough to stand up to any normal strain.
The point is surely that it sheared off, which proves it wasn't.
To which their answer is quite simply that it proves nothing of the sort.
So we're at exactly the same point we were 4 months ago.
Now, that's why I've come to London to see you. I brought copies of all the experts' reports. There's the Institute of Metallurgy, the British Commercial Vehicle
If a ton of
Builders.
industrial chemicals falls off a lorry, someone must have been negligent.
David, there are wrongs for which the law provides no remedy.
Thank you, Margaret. They put that lorry on the road. They have a duty of care.
They say they took every reasonable precaution. They claim no one was negligent. Not the driver, nor the loaders, nor the owners, nor the builders of the lorry. The casting snapped because of a 1,000,000 to 1 chance of metal fatigue that no one could have foreseen. They won't budge. They say it was an accident, pure and simple. If you'd had your car insured...
That isn't the issue.
Oh, isn't it? Well, if you have to pay that £3,000 for the repairs to the car yourself, I don't want you implying that my handling of the case...
I'm implying nothing of the sort. I'm just saying you've let them bulldoze you. Now, issue that writ and let them argue it in court.
Well, I advise against it.
Have you been to council on it?
Well, I can't see the point. I spoke to Father before I came down here.
And what was his view?
You can't win this one.
Yes, it's just arrived. They've certainly done you proud, Abdul. When's publication date? Oh, yes, so there is. That's tomorrow. I hope they pushed review copies round in all the right places. Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? To get people to read it. Is something wrong, Abdul?
I see you at 1.
Okay. Which paper? No, I haven't. That's impossible. Let me read it and I'll call you back. David, have you seen today's... Oh, here it is. Have you seen this? Christobys announced a sale of Middle Eastern antiquities on Wednesday, the 14th of October, including the Jerusalem Scroll. Abdul's just told me about it. And apparently the sale room correspondent's got a piece on it, too. Ah, here it is. An important sale which will cause excitement amongst biblical scholars all over the world is to take place at Christabys next month. The Jerusalem Scroll is considered by many to be the vital missing link in the series of scrolls.
Does it say who's offering it for sale?
No. But that's hardly surprising. Lewis wouldn't want the publicity of Abdul's stories true.
He'll have a job avoiding it if the sale goes through.
Well, isn't that the whole point? Can't we prevent it? I mean, now he's brought it out into the open, doesn't that change everything?
How it came to be discovered is itself a bit of an archaeological mystery, and so far no details have been revealed. Get Abdul round here right away. Get me 437-4299.
Yes? Oh, that's right. I am expecting him. Yes, send him in, please. Come in, Mr. May. Forgive the mess. Blame the current amateur craze for archaeology. Well, anyone nowadays who digs up a bit of pottery in his back garden thinks he's discovered the Holy Grail, at least, and rushes it into us for valuation. Oh, please, do sit down.
You prefer to deal with professionals, Mr. Twite?
If you wouldn't mind. Yes, a little learning used to be looked on as a dangerous thing. And today it's far worse. A boring waste of highly valuable time.
But occasionally amateurs do come up with the most extraordinary finds.
Mr. Maine, you said you wanted to see me about the Jerusalem Scroll.
No, thank you. Doesn't that come into that category?
I'm sorry, I really don't understand.
I can't be more specific. I'm still waiting full instructions from my client. But I read your announcement this morning.
What client, Mr. Maine?
Someone who claims to be the owner of the scroll.
And what does he intend doing about it?
I thought the best thing would be if I talked to you first.
Not knowing the nature of the evidence, I can't make any comment.
Naturally.
You think I don't sound sufficiently surprised? This sort of thing is not altogether unheard of, you know, especially when dealing with items of this value. Naturally, we take it seriously, but not as seriously as we would if we didn't satisfy ourselves in advance that everything was completely in order.
Nevertheless, mistakes do happen.
Very rarely indeed.
I really am trying to help you, Mr. Twite.
Mr. Mann, you have a duty to your client. I appreciate that. And I appreciate the motives for your visit. But it may help you if I tell you that in this case, title has been established beyond any reasonable doubt.
How can you be sure?
We are sure.
But the way many of these scrolls have come to light...
I was talking before about experts.
Does that include the owner of the scroll?
Most certainly.
Who prefers to remain anonymous?
Many of our leading academics fight shy of publicity.
Academics? Isn't that overstating things a bit?
I don't see why. Professor Ian Allardyce, who's asked us to handle this sale for him, is an academic. In fact, he's one of the outstanding men in this field.
That's right, George, by A.W. Nargi. No, it's not my pen name. When I write my memoirs, I shall expect serialization rights at least, not just a review. Well, what is the point of having a literary editor for a friend if he can't help you out once in a while? Cheer up, Abdul. Now, who do I know...
What happens if Mr. Mann can't get them to drop the sale?
He's already in there. Ask him.
Allardyce, Ian McIlwain.
Who's he?
I can tell you one thing he's not, and that's our friend Lewis with a false moustache. Now listen to this. Professor of Archaeology at the University of Bath, President of the Society of Middle Eastern Antiquities, Governor of the Russell Museum of Classical Culture. Shall I go on?
Did you manage to stop the sale?
Well, against that sort of opposition?
What difference does that make? So Lois has found someone to hide behind.
No one's hiding behind anyone. The scroll belongs to Allardyce.
You mean Lewis sold it to him?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Well, surely Christabys know.
They're satisfied. They won't stop the sale.
So I was right all the time. You stopped me showing Lewis.
You wouldn't have stood a light.
I'd have stopped him selling it.
Not even that.
Are you saying this professor would bought it with all the publicity?
He already had it. That much I did learn. It's been in his possession for a year. Where are you going?
Christopher.
You'll be wasting your time.
I'll tell them Louis stole that scroll from my brother.
And how will you prove it?
I'll show them my book.
Well, in that case, you really will put your neck in it.
What are you trying to do to me, Mr. Maine?
At the moment, I'm trying to save you from a libel suit that'll put you in debt for the rest of your life, scroll or no scroll.
That book was your idea, David.
Sit down, Abdul. When you first came to see me, what was my advice?
Is there really any point in this?
Abdul has to know where he stands. I told you to forget about legal action. Now, why? Not because I didn't believe you, but because I couldn't see you winning. Now, I could have taken your money, I could have held out promises, but I'm not that kind of a lawyer.
The point is, what happens now?
Still, you insist on doing something. So I suggested the book. I warned you of the dangers, and it could have worked, provided Louis sued for libel and we got him into court.
But now Allardyce will sue.
Exactly. According to the book, he's the thief. It so happens he was in Jordan at the same time. You must get onto your publisher immediately and get him to withdraw it at once.
It's too late. They're already in the shops. Tomorrow is publication day.
What if he does sue? Isn't it still the same?
You told me Louis had that scroll.
Every word of my book is still true. That hasn't changed. The scroll was stolen.
By Louis, not by the professor. And it's no defense to say we didn't mean him. We meant someone else.
You even disguised Louis as an archaeologist.
On his advice.
I advised you on facts.
Then why can't they tell the facts to Christopher?
Because they'll tell Allardyce who'll sue you. Now, if we keep quiet, say nothing, do nothing, there's just a chance it'll all pass unnoticed. And that's your only hope.
I don't mind sleeping alone in the cause of scholarship, but I insist on company for breakfast.
Is it that late?
That early, you mean? There was a time when Sundays were regarded as a day of rest.
Ah, from profane work, the scroll doesn't come under that heading.
Oh, I'm not complaining about your work. No, it's that bumptious young man from Christopher's. You didn't hear the phone ring earlier?
I did. I hoped you'd answer it in the bedroom. What did he want?
He wanted you. I ask you, 8:30 in the morning. I said you weren't available.
Oh. Well, that wasn't strictly true.
Well, he annoyed me. His whole attitude. You'd think they were doing you a favor handling this sale.
He's a businessman.
Exactly. And a nice fat commission they're going to make out of it, too. A little courtesy, not to say respect. It doesn't cost much.
What did he want?
Wouldn't say. Just said he was coming down to see you this morning. No question of whether it was convenient or not.
Yes, let us not forget that I'm in this for gain, too.
That's not the same thing at all.
No. The fact that I shall derive a great personal benefit from it is purely coincidental.
The money isn't going into your own pocket.
There won't be any money left after I've paid for this new exploration of mine.
But you took the gamble. You weren't certain it was the Jerusalem Scroll. And you risked £3,000 with your own money to buy it.
Of the bank's money.
They'll get that back as soon as the sale's over.
It doesn't stop them worrying.
He certainly hasn't wasted much time.
Show him in here, Mary, and perhaps you get us some more coffee.
Do come in. I'm Mrs. Allardyce. My husband's in here.
Good morning.
Come in, Dwight.
I'm sorry to burst in on you
Not
like
at all.
this.
You couldn't have chosen a more appropriate moment. You, wanted an illustration for your sale catalogue?
Well, that's not really what I came about.
Have a look at this. That's the final paragraph of the scroll. I've virtually finished deciphering it. You see this here?
Mm-hmm.
That is where the scribe quite suddenly broke off writing.
You'll have to decipher it for me, too.
He's come to the end of his story. He's described how the Romans took Jerusalem. Column after column is written of nothing but killings, rape, torture, unspeakable cruelties. Then quite suddenly, he's had a last-minute doubt. Perhaps he should destroy every word he's written. Burn the scroll.
How very inconsiderate of you.
On the contrary. It's almost as if he feels that the scroll contains so much evil that it's become positively contagious.
A bit too melodramatic for my taste.
I agree. Still, I find it very moving.
And hardly likely to encourage the bidding.
Ah, coffee.
I see you haven't read the papers yet, Professor.
My husband's been working hard all night. Black or white coffee, Mr. Twite?
Oh, white, please, thank you. They seem to have developed a taste for melodrama, too.
What's this? Book review.
I thought the headline particularly appealing. Thank you.
Skullduggery among the scrolls. Scrolls? Today, the Dead Sea Scrolls again in the news. At the forthcoming sale of the Jerusalem Scroll in our minds, we read with particular interest a first new novel by a young Arab writer. Mr. Twite, I only wish I had the bloody time to read novels.
I'm sorry, Professor. I'm sure it all seems very trivial to you.
And you've come all the way down here to see me because of this.
Please let me explain. We had a visit last week from a lawyer. He says he's acting for someone who apparently wants to question your title to the scroll.
Am I expected to take this seriously?
I have no worry on that score.
And why are you troubling my husband with this nonsense?
Well, precisely because that's what it is, nonsense. But of a particularly dangerous and pernicious kind. I spoke to our lawyers earlier on, and in their view, the book would seem to add up to a serious case of libel against you. Now, naturally, we can't force you to take any action about it, but...
Why on earth should I take action?
Well, you want the sale to proceed with the minimum of unfavorable publicity.
It's quiet. Exactly what are you trying to say?
We think that book and the lawyer's visit are connected. Now, if they persist in throwing doubt on your ownership of that scroll in this underhand way...
Doubt? Who has doubt? You?
Well, of course not, but...
No buts. You know how I obtained that scroll. I bought it from Mr. Clive Lewis. You saw the receipt, just as you saw the receipt from that dealer in Jericho.
Yes, but if you read what the book says about that...
I don't give a damn about the book.
Well, of course not. Still, you will see it is extremely damaging.
Mr. Twite, I have no intention of getting involved in any sort of sordid legal action of this kind.
I understand how you feel, but we also have a reputation to guard. Now, we think that the best way to put a stop to this whole...
My husband refuses. Will you cancel the sale?
Of course not. They can't do that. It's all fixed.
Now, let's not jump to any conclusions. Naturally, we don't want to hold up the sale in any way. If you'll just agree to talk to our lawyers... Now, there surely isn't any harm in that.
That's all you can do. Agree to settle, hope they'll let you off lightly.
Let me off. That's really very funny.
You're in no position for false heroics, Abdul. You've had a writ for libel issued against you. He wants an apology and a withdrawal. You'll be lucky if you get away with a few £100.
And if I fight?
You'll lose, and they'll multiply the damages tenfold.
I think I've had enough of your advice, Mr. Maine. You want me to settle this for one reason. You know, if I fight and lose, I can come on to you for giving me bad advice. That's what you're afraid of.
I warned you there were risks.
Well, let me warn you, Mr. Maine. If I lose this case, I will see that you pay my damages, every last penny.
Could he really sue us?
He stand more chance against us than against Lewis or Allardyce. What would he have to lose?
Ian? What's the name of the man who wrote that book?
Naji. Why?
He's here. He wants to see you.
I warned him it was the worst thing he could do. He said he had no choice.
Let's just hope he doesn't throw in slander for good measure.
Oh, Henry Castleton's waiting for you in the office.
He's early.
I didn't even know you were expecting him.
It's a visit I've been expecting for some time.
I thought you, of all people, would want to know the truth.
Truth is relative, Mr. Nagy. I think we can safely leave that to the lawyers to sort out.
You've read my book, Professor?
Yes.
And that's all you can say to me.
I think you should stick to fiction. You have a very vivid imagination.
I didn't imagine Mr. Clive Lewis.
I have no wish to discuss Mr. Lewis or anything else.
But you've met him. You've done business with him.
That is my affair entirely.
Please, Professor, I'm not saying you could have known the truth about the scroll when you bought it.
No one knew the truth about that scroll until I had studied it and established its authenticity.
My brother knew. He talked to me about it. It was through me that Lois got to hear of it.
I see. You're saying your brother was a scholar?
No, he was a dealer.
And yet he took it upon himself to examine the scroll.
But he examined many scrolls.
Yes, no doubt doing them very serious damage in the process. Do you know how much priceless material is lost to this world through the incompetent meddlings of people like your brother?
I'm not talking about that.
No, of course you're not. No, because you're not interested. But I am. Those scrolls have lain in the desert for 2,000 years. They're fragile, brittle. Only an expert has any right to handle them.
Louis was an expert?
He didn't interfere with it. He brought it straight to me.
He stole it from my brother.
I see no point in furthering this discussion.
Why? Because you aren't interested. When I met Louis in Jerusalem that spring, he'd left his oil company. He was looking for ways to make easy money. I didn't know that then. When he heard about my brother, he pretended to have all sorts of connections in high places. I believed him. My brother believed him. He showed him the scroll, but they couldn't agree about price. And the war came. Louis was in Jericho at the time. I was cut off in Jerusalem. When I got to Jericho, the Israeli troops had already taken the town. My brother was dead. The scroll was gone. So too was Louis.
I'm sorry. But none of this is any of my concern.
What are you afraid of? Your precious reputation? Is that all you are thinking of?
I think the kindest thing I can say to you is that I'll regard our meeting as never having taken place. I have no wish to add further troubles to the ones you already have.
David, this is simply not the kind of business that our practice should be attracting.
Oh, which business are we discussing now? Marshall, my Arab writer, or my claim for the car accident?
I was coming to that, too. You asked Margaret to act for you.
Then it was a simple matter of agreeing damages.
Well, it's still simple. There's no liability. It was an accident, plain and straightforward, and you have no redress. I've been through the papers, and she handled it as expertly as any lawyer in the country.
That doesn't mean I have to accept her conclusions.
And about going to court? Do you really think you would gain anything except a reputation for irresponsible litigation?
Yes, £3,000 damages.
The point of law is quite clear.
I know, we hear it all the time. Undiscoverable defect. But have you been reading your papers lately?
I know there's a lot of gossip, but that is not the law.
Listen, Henry. The insurance companies employ actuaries to quantify risks as precisely as possible, to make sure their premiums cover their claims and leave a profit. Now, what happens if some joker invents a new risk?
Spare me the fourth form mathematics. They charge higher premiums.
Exactly, but not until the next renewal date. And in the meantime, they may have to meet millions of pounds worth of claims for which they have no premiums.
How does that help you?
Well, I propose to tell them that if necessary, I'll go to the House of Lords to prove that in my case the law says I'm right. If I win, I'll establish a precedent. And they'll be risking millions, not just my measly 3,000.
And if they accept the challenge?
They won't.
Is that the judgment of a lawyer or a gambler?
All law has an element of risk, Henry.
The job of a lawyer is to see the risks and protect his client from them.
The job of a lawyer is to do the best possible for his client.
Within the framework of the law.
Using the framework of the law. It's not the same thing.
Is that what you were doing in that Scrolls case? Actually inviting a costly litigation against everything you've ever preached.
There isn't going to be any litigation. We're going to settle.
Has he gone?
Yes. It's a very unpleasant business, Mary.
You bought that scroll in perfectly good faith. You've done nothing wrong.
No. No, of course not.
I'm sure the whole thing's just a malicious invention. Seriously, who can believe a story like this?
I wonder if I could speak with Mr. Clive Lewis, please.
I just had to hear it with my own ears.
Well, I hope there weren't any other ears there apart from the professor's.
No. There were no witnesses, if that's what you mean. I've learned a few things about British law since I came here, so it's not all been a wasted experience.
You've decided then?
Cut my losses? Do you have any other choice? In that case, I shall have to follow the advice I kept giving to my own people at home. To accept realities. The world cannot always be as you want it. Not to keep banging your head against brick wall means that your head gets broken. What terms will Mr. Mag get for me?
I really can't say. But you can rely on him to get the best settlement possible.
And if I can't afford it?
Well, let's face that problem when we get to it.
That's right. Will you show him in? Mr. Maine is here.
Yes, I hope it doesn't take too long. I do have a lecture at the Institute at 6.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be more or less a formality, Professor. They've asked for this meeting, and we are not insisting on anything unreasonable.
Quite. Ah. How do you do, Mr. Maine? I'm Braintree. This is my client, Professor Allardyce. Mr. Twite, I believe you know. How about a drink?
No, thank you. I didn't know this was going to be a three-cornered fight.
Mr. Twite is representing Christabys.
This is a matter between my client and Professor Allardyce.
We have a considerable interest in this matter, Mr. Maine.
In the alleged libel?
In its settlement. I have no need to point out that a question of title is involved. The activities of your client in trying to throw doubt on that have caused us a great deal of trouble and inconvenience.
Is this what we're supposed to be discussing today?
Mr. Twite came along to offer his good services in trying to reach an agreement.
After all, our good name has also been brought into question. Still, if Mr. Maine objects to my presence...
Gentlemen, please, I thought we were here to reach some sort of amicable settlement.
Well, that was my impression, too.
Just wanted to be sure how things stood.
Can we come on to discussion of the terms, then?
By all means.
Good. The book will be withdrawn, and you will publish an apology. A wording to be agreed.
Go on.
As to financial recompense, Professor Allardyce has no desire to be vindictive. We appreciate that the book was, after all, a work of somewhat fanciful fiction, and therefore we think that costs and a figure of £1,000 would be fair.
Which the professor will no doubt be donating to some charity of his own choosing.
I really don't see that you have any right to
Yes, yes, that was my intention.
Good.
No, I think it's very reasonable.
There's just one point, since this discussion is without prejudice.
Of course.
That the phrase fanciful fiction isn't quite appropriate.
Let's just say fiction, then.
Correct word is really fact.
Ah, now, Mr. Maine, if you're trying to argue justification at this point, it will hardly help your client.
How can we reach a fair settlement unless we look at the situation as it really is?
Are you calling the professor a thief?
No. I'm merely pointing out that my client wrote his book as a true account of how the Jerusalem Scroll came to England.
Are you saying, then, that he deliberately set out to publish a libel against Professor Allardyce?
Mr. Nagy wrote a documentary novel. Its facts were true, as the professor knows, of a certain Mr. Clive Lewis.
You are just accusing me of dragging in irrelevances, but Mr. Lewis is not involved in this discussion.
If we don't reach agreement, Mr. Twite, you'll be very much involved in front of one of Her Majesty's judges.
Yes, well, now, isn't that what we're all trying to prevent? Is that not the purpose of this meeting?
I am empowered to settle everything, including title to the scroll, but on reasonable terms.
But you do admit that the professor has been libeled.
And that's why I'm here.
Well, Would you kindly give us your views on the terms?
I accept them if we can include one further condition. That on completion of the sale, the Professor undertakes to pay my client 50% of the selling price.
That's preposterous.
Is it? You want the sale to go through? This way it can. The Professor's good name is cleared, and he gets all the damages he wants. Naturally, I'm saying the other business would not be made public. We should give a full undertaking to that effect.
If that's the best you can do, there's really no point in continuing this discussion.
As you wish.
I'd strongly advise you to reconsider. We have taken leading counsel's opinion on this matter, as no doubt you have. You must realize you've no chance of winning.
That would depend on whether Mr. Clive Lewis is believed as a witness.
Why should we even call him? His testimony is wholly irrelevant to the libel.
Then we'd call him.
What would be the point? You can't cross-examine your own witness. You'd be bound by every answer he gave, even if he lied.
Professor Allardyce, when did you last speak to Mr. Lewis?
Last Tuesday on the phone.
Did you ask him about the scroll, where he got it?
You have no need to answer that question, Professor.
Why not? What's so sinister about it? Unless there's some connection between that phone call and the fact that Lewis left the country last night.
I think perhaps we'd better discuss this further.
£3,223.
And that includes all our costs and repairs to the car.
Well, you better ring the London office and tell him.
I got a call going through now.
Bucket shop tactics. No better than blackmail.
No, Father. I was wrong.
He took a gamble.
Oh, it was his money. And he knew exactly what the risk was to them.
All right. So they paid a premium to stop a case from going to court. It proves nothing.
Oh, it proves they acted very prudently, as a good insurance company should.
Special delivery. It just arrived. Oh.
Thank you, Margaret. The next time I'm in Leeds, I'll buy you a lovely dinner. Now, where was I?
Professor Allardyce was trying to cut it down to 25%.
Ah, that's right. Anyway, we finally settled on 40.
Special delivery for you, David.
Thank you. Have you any objections to that, Abdul?
So the sale goes ahead as planned on the 14th.
David, read the letter.
No, it seems it doesn't.
What is it, Mr. Maine?
Solicitors for the Jordanian embassy. Your government have asked for an injunction to stop Christoby's going ahead with the sale.
On what grounds?
On the grounds that the scroll's original discovery should have been reported to the Ministry of Antiquities, and it was illegally exported from Jordan.
But at that time, that part of Jordan was occupied by Israel.
No doubt the Israelis will be making a claim, too. After all, it is a Hebrew manuscript.
What about me? It's my scroll.
Sorry, Abdul. The last case of this sort took 8 years and ended up at the International Court of Justice in The Hague. Still, after 2,000 years, I suppose that's not so long to wait.